Hey guys, welcome to Straight Pipe Everything. In today's video, I'm going to be making my Project Go-Kart Drift ready. So let's get on to it. So you're probably thinking to yourself, Braden, how do I make my go-kart drift better? Well, there's about 5 or 6 things that you really need to make your go-kart drift better, so let me show you. Okay, so the first thing is steering, or mostly steering angle. So I have my go-kart's angle, I don't know, it's about enough, I would say. So I have one tire rotating out more than the other, and that is the outside tire. So that outside tire rotates out more, so that way it kicks the rear end around. It was unintentional, it just kind of happened when I was messing around with the steering. So yeah, steering is number one. Now steering plays a big role in drifting, because if you start sliding around and oversteering, and you can't pick that oversteer back up, then you're probably going to be going into the ditch. But my steering might not be there already, so maybe part 2 if my steering don't work. Alright, second thing, a powerful engine. Now this is a Honda GX160. It's mostly stock, except for the straight pipe, obviously. And it has about, it's pushing around 5-6 horsepower, maybe more, maybe less. I think more because of the straight pipe, and I put a high flow air filter on here, because it's kind of gutted in there. I gutted it myself, so that way it'd have more air to it. So it's running a little lean, but I have it running on standard gas, and it's been running for a while. Starts first pull, good engine, but you need to have a high horsepower engine. Because genuinely when you're drifting, the more horsepower, the better. The more horsepower you have just to slide that rear end around, the better. So I think maybe mine should be enough, as long as you don't have the third option. And the third thing you'll need is grip, or the lack of it. It depends. So if you're in a real life formula drift car with, like, let's just say ballpark around 1,000 horsepower, maybe more, maybe less. I think most of them run less than that. But if you have, let's say, a high horsepower engine, you probably want a little bit more grip. But on a low horsepower engine, such as go-karts or just a low horsepower car, you want minimum grip in the rear and maximum grip in the front tires. So you can either achieve that by using slicks, or by, I'm going to show y'all how to, redneck slicks. I just figured out a couple days ago. So grip is the third thing you'll need. And the fourth thing, which is pretty dang important, is a live axle. If you have an individual drive axle or a differential on your go-kart, if you have a differential, good for you, that's pretty dang cool. But you probably want a live axle if you want to drift. So this used to be a single drive axle, but I put a key in that one. So now this one, you know, it pushes everything else along with that motor. So it's just a straight axle with 2 keys to make sure that both the wheels spin at the same time. And that helps, optimize your sliding and stuff like that. Because if you have just one tire, it's going to be awful hard to get wheel spin to slide with just one tire, because that tire's going to be dragging behind. So if both of them are spinning, then you have that minimum grip, like I was telling you about in the grip section. You just slide over, and that's what happens with, like, a lot of cars. It makes it harder to steer like that, but you can do what's called like a power steer or power turn or something, where you kick that rear end out, and that helps you turn faster. So a live axle is the fourth most important thing. Alright, so 5 and 6 kind of go together, and that is good throttle response and a good brake. Now you don't really necessarily, on these low horsepower builds, need a good brake, because you really don't need to pull the handbrake or hit that brake to slide the rear out, because you just hammer on the gas and it'll turn around, hopefully. But you do want a good throttle response, because if you need to control your throttle when you're drifting, even on a low horsepower duct tape slide build or slicks build, because you want to make sure that you don't push too much gas so you get a whole not lot of traction. You just slide all the way around. Whereas if you can cut the gas a little bit and then it kind of stops, and you can hit the gas again to kind of kick the angle back out, a good throttle response helps with that. Same thing with a brake. It helps initialize your drift and stop it if you need it. So good brakes and good throttle response is the 4th and 5th thing, or 5th and 6th thing. So let me show you how to make them redneck slicks. Alright, little unboxing segment. So here's what you're going to need to make your redneck slicks. You're going to need duct tape. So I have just some dollar store brand duct tape, just to see if it works right. If this don't work, I'll come back to part 2 with some better duct tape. So I have about 6 10-yard rolls, 5, 6. I think I have 5 10-yard rolls. Now you probably can do, you know, 2 25-yard rolls. You know, it don't matter. Just get as much duct tape as you have and get more than you think you'll need, because you probably need a lot for these. Alright, so what you want to do to ensure that your duct tape sticks is that you want to clean off all the sand and gravel and all that good stuff off your tires. So you just take that and take a brush like this and then just wipe it off as you go down. Real nice, get it nice and clean. Good old surface prep for your duct tape. There we go. So now, grab said duct tape. This is just dollar store brand duct tape. We will find this and then wrap it around. If I get that off. Like that right there. And then I'm gonna start from the middle. And then just wrap it all the way around. This feels very wrong, wrapping duct tape around the tire. There we go. Now, I'll cross over, go to here. Alright, so now I have that wrapped around that tire. I'm going to press it all down. I think I'm going to wrap some duct tape around these edges so that way sand won't get up in there and make my duct tape less grippy. So I'm going to do that. Alright guys, so I got the extra layer wrapped around it, and look at that. It is basically a slick tire just right. There is some dimples in it, but I mean, it's fine. It's how material is and how much them dimples go down. It should be just fine. So now, let's do the other side. Alright, so we are all done. I mean, look at that. It looks just so weird having duct tape on my tires. Got like black and then gray. It actually honestly don't look too bad. So, I got my drive tire finished. It does look, the quality, it isn't the highest. But, I mean, I would say, look at it ain't really many dimples showing through. This side looks better because I took my time with it. So yeah, now let's get this thing off the jack and see how this thing runs. Thing though, like, I don't even know what to think of. I mean, it just looks so weird. I mean, I don't even know how to put it. It's just what it is. Alright, let's see if she fires up. Am I choke just right? Alright. Oh, it's a Honda. Alright. Let's see how she drives. Oh, she's tripping. She's sliding. Alright. Coming up to like the first corner. Well, that's what I figured would happen. So it's kind of getting tore up a bit, but it's still hanging on actually really well. So let me get this chain back on and we'll get back out there. Yeah. So, all in all, this thing's actually kind of working. Let me get that chain back on, and let's try on some gravel and some dirt. Still holding it up beautifully. Yeah, like this is crazy. This is one of my best ideas yet. And now, let's see how this thing goes off the plan. It's the first corner up here. Oh gosh, that is brutal. Holy cow. Oh gosh, some of my paint's ripping off right there. So, all in all, the duct tape tires have made it drift. Like legitimately, that's insane. Yeah, I'm actually like spinning out and I can feel the tires kicking out. And if my engine was more horsepower and it had like a pulse pump on it and it didn't bog out, that would be awesome. So all in all, the drift works pretty well. I mean, this Walmart brand duct tape is holding up surprisingly well. I thought I was just gonna like throw off within the first 5 minutes, but it really didn't. So, because I've been out here for a couple minutes just slinging it as hard as I can. And the thing is, if you look over here, while I've been drifting, you really can't see the grass is dug up. So this ain't, if you really want something you can drift with and not make your parents mad or whoever's mows your grass mad or yourself mad because you ripped up your grass drifting your go-kart, this would be pretty good. I would probably put a little bit more duct tape on there so that way it's less knobby. And I'm probably going to do something about the engine, make it more powerful. Only thing is, people don't make performance parts for Honda GX160s, so I mean, who knows. So I'll see y'all back at the house. Alright guys, hope you like this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Goodbye and God bless.